Kuniyuki Takahashi from Sapporo, Japan. Kuniyuki is a sound engineer, producer, DJ, and he plays flute, piano, drums, as well as percussion. Produces deep house, techno, acid house, jazz, electro, and more. And although fascinated with the synths since the 80s, it wouldn't be until the 90s when he really got noticed by the likes of 4Hero and the Ananda Project, where he would also go under the name Koz or Koz. He would develop a close relationship with Henrik Schwarz, the German maestro. Check his DJ Kicks album out, which is very good. And his influences would contain YMO, Brian Eno, Herbie Hancock, Kraftwerk, and many more. To sum his music up, if I were to blurt out some words that pop in my mind, they would be drums, Jean-Michel Jarre, jazz, percussion, dance floor, funk, electronic, scores, emotive soundtracks, earth, beach, tropical, deep house. That would kind of sum him up in my head. So I'm going to go straight into the top 10, my top 10 of his, because for me, it was between 2007 and 2008 that saw his most prolific output, even though his career spans over 30 years. So 6 out of these 10 tracks are from this time, 2007, 2008. But I've also added 2 tracks of his from the last couple of years, as I feel he's coming back as strong as ever. And the remaining 2 tracks are from his early works, which is quality. Not just the sound, but the kit he worked on during his early tape works from the late 80s. Just shows what an engineer he is. By using only analog synths, drum machines, and a 4-track tape. Now, I'm not going to go through all his albums and mixes and 12 inches singles that he released over the years, because even though it's all brilliant, it's just so varied and there's so much of it. But I will say that there's 2 albums that stand out for me, and that was We Are Together, which came out, which I think was his debut work, which came out in 2006, which to me is his best album, followed by All These Things a year later. So 2006, 2007 and 2008 were, for me, his best years, like I say. And under his name, Koz or Koz, I've never known which one it is, his album Ancient Rain, which again came out in 2007, sees its first vinyl release this year in 2021, where he used only a Roland System 1 synthesizer, a Jupiter 8, which he loves, and a Korg wave drum. Amazing album again. Now I'm told his live sets are something to be remembered, which reminds me, if you want some hard techno vibes, then check out DJ Nobu's On Another Mix. This was my mix album of the year from 2014. Not easy to find. Now, the best interview I can find online is by Riku Sugimoto for Resident Advisor back in 2013, because most of the stuff online is all in Japanese. That's probably the best interview about what kit he uses and stuff like that, if you're interested in that kind of thing. So that's all I can really say on this episode, but it's all about the music, right? These top 10s. So if you can find an hour every time, I hope I've picked a 10 that cover his whole range of what he's known for. A joyful top 10, and whatever Kuniyuki brings to the speakers, I would say it's pure, positive, spacious energy.